What if I told you that some of the biggest fortunes of 2025 are quietly being built right now, while most people are too distracted to notice? Behind the chaos of elections, inflation, and economic fear, a few companies are silently rewriting the future, and those who spot the signs early could turn this storm into opportunity. The real question is, will you act before it's too late? The stock market in 2025 feels like a minefield, volatile, unpredictable, and full of uncertainty. Recession fears are mounting, interest rates remain high, and geopolitical tensions are shaking investor confidence. Many are pulling out, afraid to lose everything. But beneath the surface, a silent shift is happening. Artificial intelligence, energy innovation, and global trade realignments are creating unexpected winners, stocks that aren't just surviving, but thriving. In this video, we're not just throwing out names. We're diving deep into 9 game-changing companies, from household names like Nvidia and Amazon, to surprising newcomers most people are overlooking. Each one has a story, a strategy, and a reason why analysts, insiders, and billionaires are betting big. But this isn't just about profits. It's about navigating the chaos of our time and finding clarity when the world is anything but clear. To understand where the smart money is moving in June 2025, we need to rewind a little, back to the economic storms that reshaped everything. The COVID-19 pandemic was just the beginning. It shattered supply chains, triggered labor shortages, and sparked a tech surge unlike anything the market had ever seen. Companies like Zoom and Peloton soared, then came crashing back to earth. Investors learned a hard lesson. Hype is fleeting, but fundamentals last. Then came 2022 and 2023. Inflation spiraled. The Federal Reserve launched its most aggressive interest rate hikes in decades. Borrowing costs exploded. Startups crumbled. Big tech trimmed tens of thousands of jobs. And investors, many fled to safety, parking cash in bonds, gold, or sitting on the sidelines. But while the public was panicking, something else was quietly taking root. Artificial intelligence went from sci-fi fantasy to real-world disruption. When ChatGPT made headlines in late 2022, it kicked off an AI arms race. Nvidia became the backbone of this revolution, supplying the world with the chips that power AI's future. In just 2 years, its market cap more than doubled. Meanwhile, climate crisis, from wildfires in Canada to droughts across Europe, forced a global rethink on energy. Governments and corporations began pumping billions into renewable infrastructure, battery technology, and green logistics. This wasn't just about saving the planet. It was about powering the future economy. And let's not forget geopolitics. Russia's war in Ukraine, China's growing tensions with the West, and U.S. election uncertainties have redrawn the global trade map. Tariffs, sanctions, and diplomatic rifts are shifting supply chains away from China and toward countries like India, Mexico, and Vietnam. In the middle of all this chaos, opportunity is quietly blooming. New sectors are rising, old giants are adapting, and a new class of winners is being born. Companies positioned at the intersection of technology, energy, defense, and logistics. The question isn't whether to invest. It's whether you can spot these emerging patterns in time. Because the market isn't about timing the perfect moment. It's about recognizing the quiet revolutions before they go mainstream. Now let's uncover the 9 stocks that are leading this silent transformation. There's a strange irony to the markets in 2025. While headlines scream crisis, layoffs, inflation, a looming recession, the stock market is quietly staging a comeback. But here's the catch. It's not a broad recovery. It's selective, surgical, almost secretive. Most investors are still stuck in fear. A recent CNBC poll showed that 58% of retail investors believe a major crash is coming by the end of the year. Many have pulled out, hoping to wait out the storm. But history tells us something different. Some of the greatest wealth-building moments happen when fear is at its peak. In 2009, After the financial crisis, investors who bet on Apple or Amazon saw 10x returns within a decade. In 2020, during the height of COVID panic, those who picked Tesla, Shopify, or even obscure biotech firms became overnight millionaires. So what's different now? This time, the transformation isn't driven by hype. It's powered by infrastructure, innovation, and necessity. Companies like NVIDIA aren't just making chips. They're building the foundation of AI as a utility, just like electricity or the internet once were. Others, like Amazon, are quietly investing billions into robotics, logistics, and AI customer service, reshaping how the world shops and ships. But not all signs point to optimism. China's economy is slowing. Germany, the heart of the EU, entered a technical recession. In the US, credit card debt has reached an all-time high, surpassing $1.3 trillion, and mortgage rates are hovering above 7%. Consumers are stretched thin, corporate earnings are mixed, and tech layoffs, though quieter now, are still happening in waves. This is the contradiction. The economy feels broken, yet certain stocks are quietly soaring. Why? Because disruption creates divergence. While some industries collapse, others get stronger. While many companies are shrinking, a few are absorbing talent, market share, and government contracts. Take Palantir, for example. Once doubted by Wall Street, it's now becoming indispensable to military, government, and AI systems. Or Enphase Energy, thriving in a world desperate for energy independence. The battle lines of the future are being drawn right now, not on the front pages, but in the balance sheets of a handful of visionary companies. And the next 9 we reveal, they might just be the blueprint of that future. This is where everything changes. These 9 stocks aren't just investments. They're reflections of the world we're becoming. Each one tells a deeper story about where we're headed and who will lead us there. 1. NVIDIA, the crown jewel of the AI revolution. Every major tech company, Microsoft, Meta, Google, is building on NVIDIA's chips. Its H100 processors are the new oil of artificial intelligence. With earnings surging over 200% year over year, NVIDIA isn't just participating in the AI boom, it's powering it. 2. Amazon, AMZN. Think Amazon is just an online store. Think again. It's evolving into an AI logistics empire. From drone delivery to AI-driven warehouses, Amazon Web Services, AWS, is also the backbone of the digital world. Over 70% of Fortune 500 companies now rely on AWS. Amazon is everywhere and growing faster than you realize. 3. Palantir, PLTR. Once seen as a controversial data firm, Palantir is now a government necessity. Its AI-driven platforms are being used in everything from military operations to medical research. And with global instability rising, demand for Palantir's services is exploding. 4. Enphase Energy, ENP. As Europe and the US scramble for energy independence, solar adoption is surging. Enphase makes microinverters that are essential for solar panels to work efficiently. Revenue may be cyclical, but the long-term trend is undeniable. Clean energy is no longer optional. 5. CrowdStrike, CRWD. Cybersecurity threats are escalating. Every day, over 2,200 cyberattacks hit businesses worldwide. CrowdStrike's cloud-native platform is among the most trusted in the world, defending governments, corporations, and banks from digital war. 6. ASML Holding, ASML. Without ASML, modern tech dies. It produces the world's most advanced machines for making semiconductors. Each EUV machine costs up to $200 million, and there's only one supplier on Earth. That's ASML. 7. Eli Lilly, LLY. With its game-changing weight loss and diabetes drugs, Eli Lilly is redefining healthcare. Its GLP-1 treatments have sparked a gold rush in pharma, with demand outpacing supply globally. 8. TSMC, TSM. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company builds chips for Apple, Qualcomm, and AMD. As tensions with China rise, TSMC is investing billions in new fabs in Arizona, a move backed by the U.S. government. 9. Broadcom, AVGO. A silent giant in AI infrastructure. Its custom chips and networking tools are becoming essential as AI data centers scale globally. These aren't just stock picks. They're survival plays for a future already arriving. In times of fear, most people retreat. But history rewards those who see through the noise, who recognize not just trends, but transformation. These 9 companies aren't just profit engines. They're building the scaffolding of tomorrow's world. From the chips that power AI to the systems that protect nations, treat disease, and deliver clean energy, they reflect where humanity is going, not where it's been. The question isn't whether these moments matter. The question is, will you ignore the noise and lean into the signal? Because the future doesn't wait, and it rarely knocks twice. If this video helped you see the future a little more clearly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Which of these stocks do you believe has the most potential? And are there any you think we missed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's turn uncertainty into insight together. And remember, in the market of tomorrow, awareness is your greatest asset.